one of the most complex, most insidious, and most intelligent figures in mythology, Loki. Sometimes a hero, sometimes a deceptive enemy. His betrayal led to a disaster that brought the end of not only individuals, but also the gods. So, did Loki really betray? Or was all this part of an inevitable fate? Loki was an outsider among the gods of Asgard. There were traces of the giant race in his blood. Cunningness was his greatest weapon. He deceived the gods many times with his games, but sometimes he helped them. But one day, things reached a point of no return. It all started with the death of Baldur. Baldur was the god of light and purity. Everyone in Asgard loved him. He was the symbol of joy and peace. No evil could touch him. Also the gods fought. His mother, Frigg, took an oath from all the beings in the world to protect her son. But she forgot something. Crocus. It was so insignificant that Frigg had not counted on it. Loki learned of this weakness. After everyone was sure that they could not harm Baldur, they started a game. The gods were shooting arrows and stones at him, but nothing was hurting him. There was one god who did not join this game that was going on with laughter. Hodor, the blind god. Loki sneaked up to him. "You should join too," he said. "But since you cannot see, I will help you." He offered him an arrow, but this arrow was tipped with crocus. Hodor shot the arrow without hesitation. The arrow hit Baldur in the chest. Time seemed to stop. The laughter of the gods turned into silence in an instant. Baldur collapsed to the ground and his life was extinguished. This event created a wave of mourning in Asgard. The gods looked at each other in horror. Frigg tried everything to get her son back. Even a messenger was sent to Hel's realm. However, Hel made one condition for returning Baldur. If every being in the universe mourned for him, she would release him. Everything and everyone cried. Trees, animals, even stones. But one person did not cry. Loki refused to shed tears, disguised as an old woman. So Baldur remained in the realm of the dead. The punishment for this betrayal was severe. Loki escaped. He hid by turning himself into a fish, but the gods found him. They condemned him to a painful punishment. He was chained in a cave. A snake was placed on him, and the poison dripping from its mouth flowed into Loki's face. But Loki's wife Sigyn stayed by his side and tried to collect the poison with a bowl. Every time the bowl was full and Sigyn went to empty it, Loki would writhe and scream in pain. These tremors were events that people knew as earthquakes. But Loki's anger did not pass, and so the first sparks of Ragnarok were thrown. Prophecies said that Loki would break free from his bonds and return for revenge. When that day came, he made an alliance with the giants. He brought the army of the dead from the land of Hel. He marched to Asgard. Salen met Thor, Odin, Freya, and the other gods tried to defend Asgard. Giants and the dead clashed with the gods. Thor fought Loki's son Jormungandr. He killed the serpent, but its poison killed him too. Odin faced Fenrir, but the wolf swallowed him. And Loki fought his old friend Heimdall. The two eternal enemies dealt each other deadly blows. In the end, both fell to the ground. The universe was thrown into chaos. The seas overflowed. The sky was set on fire. The world trembled. Finally, Asgard was destroyed. The gods and giants died. But according to the myths, the world would be reborn at the end of everything. So did Loki really betray? Or did he do nothing but turn the wheels of fate? His story remains one of the greatest mysteries of mythology.